I'm just talking about how hypocritical Christians are. Now, I am Nigerian. My father's Nigerian, my mother's American. And I still had to deal with Black Americans and insulting Africans, thinking that they're better than Africans. You know, that Africans have more nappier hair, they're more darker. Trust me, I had to deal with that from elementary to now. So I had that nastiness on that side. But let's go back to how Christians are hypocrites. Mama always told me that I was cursed because of my father. My father was an abusive man, just like a lot of you women get abusive men. But for some reason, it was different because he was Nigerian. And then my mother also told me that his family worshiped Satan or whatever. And I was cursed because I was the firstborn. hmm So I had more things happen to me than my sisters. Not only one, I had sickle cell disease. Two, I was clumsy. I stuttered a lot. I was so shy. I used to have a real bad teeth deformity and bar and like a jar deformity until I had major surgery when I was 13. And then feeling that you're cursed and that my life is doomed. I won't get a husband. I won't have my children, but my sisters will have it, and then all of you ladies will have it, right? And I'm thinking, wow, because of what who my mother was intimate with, I'm the one that's being cursed. So, so I was like, so I know a lot of Black Americans and even white people. So Black Americans copy this from whites. We had to do this nasty stuff to African people because they worship Satan, they did the voodoo and all this other stuff like that. And they worship ancestors and everything else. But then I was thinking, and this is why you are hypocrites, you worship ancestors too. First of all, stupid Jesus Christ. That's an ancestor. Matthew, Peter, John, Paul. Some of you idiots worship Mary, and there's a lot of saints that you guys worship. So, what's the difference between your worshiping your ancestors and then with African people, they can't worship theirs? You see how stupid and retarded that is? That's why I've always hated this stupid God. I try my best to believe in that nasty crap, but as I got older, and me using my brains thinking and all that. So I'm like, oh, you don't want Black people to worship their ancestors, but you basically want Black people to worship your pale face ancestors and everything else like that too. I mean, such a hypocrite.